Like, so why get personal with another person? So you don't have to be direct, like emotionally attached to whatever it is that you're trying to debate about. But yeah, somebody has.
Yo, but what's disrespectful today? Because I feel like everybody think everything is disrespectful. If you have an opinion, like
disagreeing is disrespectful.
Disagreeing is hating.
It's highly disrespectful. You cannot have an opposite opinion of somebody else. You have to agree with them.
So if the masses is saying yes, and then you want to go this way, you look crazy.
You look crazy.
Like, because we all saying it, but you see something different, and it's just like
we looking at the same thing. You saying this, you want me to say what you saying, but if I don't, you like, man, what the fuck? This nigga's crazy.
So now you're a hater.
Yes.
Well, with some things, yes, but with certain things that's obvious, yeah, like you should be able to like look at something like this cup is black.
Black, because what is it? Black and yellow. Somebody like, no, it's yellow and black.
Somebody might say, oh no,
it's more gray.
No, it's more like I'm saying.
It's
so
really white, but they spray painted over it.
Okay.
See?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. The fact that you know that this was
I
white,
know it's really
first,
white,
but then it turned black.
You think it's black, and I'm saying that's a white cup. You don't even know.
That's a bar. Intriguing.
Hey, Hotfacts with Robert Reese, man. This your boy Dash Bandicoot tapping in with you, brother. Hey, I'm right here on a break in my dash right now, getting busy, but I figured I'd tap in before I eat some grub real quick. But yo, man, I like your channel, like what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we share some of the same ideas as far as like how to navigate this gig market. So just tapping in, showing love, man. I seen your comment. Finally got a chance to hit you, bro. Whenever you get a chance back, man, just holler, man, for sure, man. Love, bro. Be safe.
No. I'm recording.
Sure.
No, you can't.
Ooh.
No, you can't, bro.
On
Just
there.
because you can't. No,
Ooh.
dude, I can't. No, dude, I'm asking you to go.
Oh, dude.
All right, if you don't leave, I'm going to call the cops.
Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God. They're in a public place. You can't ask them to leave. Oh, come on, Eli, come back.
And if not, that's okay too. No. I'm recording. No, you can't. No, you can't, bro. Just because you can't. No, dude, I can't. No, dude, I'm asking you to go. All right, if you don't leave, I'm going to call the... All right, we're back live. We are back live. I was just harassed by a bunch of young kids. I basically told them, if they don't leave me alone, I'm going to call the cops. So I may have to call the police.
Hotfacts with Robert Reese, people. I was thinking about that dude right there, right now. Hotfacts with Robert Reese, people here. Gonna address you guys with what happened with Emilia, myself, and the car accident. There's been a lot of people who actually went to read the GoFundMe, and they still don't understand. And when I'm watching their live streams, they're giving the wrong information. I saw Eli Mellis give the absolute wrong information, misinformation, misleading, defaming my character, my wife's character, everything else there. I'm going to go ahead and break that down. Eli, I hope you're watching because I have already reported that video for, I did it the right way. I went straight to your actual, your channel, and I hit report user, and I'm able to go ahead and write all the everything. I did that there, and then I did it the other way for the guidelines. It was misinformation, misleading. Your title states that gig community something, a YouTuber and a wife car accident while dashing. We were not dashing. That's misinformation right there. That's misleading the audience to think that we were door dashing while doing a delivery. That was not the case. You also made it seem like it was all made up. slandering my character, saying that I was paid by a certain person to put the video up to start a GoFundMe and everything else like that. So I've reported it twice. I'm going to keep reporting it so that we can give you a guideline strike, so that you learn that you just can't go out there and flabbergast and blabbermouth everything out there. So that's me to you. Um, I offered you a chance to get up here to speak. The link is open. Don't be scared now. You wanted to come on my show to talk about people and bash them because you won't do it on your channel because you're scared, but you wanted to use me for that. And the opportunity is still here. If you want to do that, then you bash me on yours. Come over here, talk to me, and bash me on mine. We'll do it right. You've always said I've been a fair and impartial host. I let everything go, and so if you still believe that stuff, let's go ahead and make that happen. I'm going to address Eli's part, PTJ, and anybody else out there. But first, I want to go ahead and give some thanks to a few people out there. I want to give a shout out to Tammy Hess's whole community. It's crazy because, when you're on YouTube, you're going back and forth with people and you're throwing the snaps, you're dissing, you're doing this and that. You go back and forth. But when real life hits and reality hits, people show support. And my wife and I are very, very, very grateful. We appreciate everything. I want to give a big salute, a big salute to that whole community over there. I want to give a shout out to Twiggy also. Twiggy and I are back. Everything has been thrown away in the dumpster. I threw everything in the dumpster with Tammy Hess. All that stuff is cleared on up. Lycan, Jamie, all that stuff is cleared on up. Cleared up with a lot of people over there. When real life hits, you get to see who will support you and who won't. And so Twiggy actually started a link tree, so you can go ahead and I got the link. I got the link here. I got to go into my phone here and actually put it up here, but I'll put it up in my description so that you guys can know about the link tree. Also, if you guys go into my shorts, the GoFundMe short is there. You can click that, go straight to the GoFundMe there. I have community post up there where the Cash App, the Chime, the Venmo, all that stuff is up there. If you want to support, you can support. If not, a good God bless will do. We are taking all prayers. I'm going to let you guys know our injury situation also, what's going on with that. I want to give a shout out and a thank you to Pedro DoorDash Santiago. He hit me up. And people, you guys know how we go back and forth. He hit me up, wished some good things. He even went on Eli's live to try to talk and do some things, but Eli kicked them out. Other content creators have been in car accidents. I've made videos for them, wished them luck and things like that. Gave them some advice. Look, you don't got to be petty all day. So you can return the favor, just be like, man, you're okay. Good looking out. You don't got to be petty all day, every day. Life is life. We almost lost ours. So put a whole lot of things into perspective. This is my second head-on collision. One was a few years ago. Driver ran a red light by 4 seconds, and I ended up T-boning her. She was 100% at fault. I almost lost my life then and almost lost my life on this one. So if we're doing the whole cat thing right there, that's 2 lives taken out of 9. Almost had a stroke about 3 weeks ago. Almost lost my life there with medical issues going into my heart. That's 3 lives right there. Doctor said I wasn't going to make it past 35 years old. That's another life right there. So that's 4 out of the 9 lives if someone's counting right there. So I just put a whole lot of things into perspective. My wife is still here with me. We're still able to see our kids, things like that. So just want to go ahead and just give a salute to everyone that stepped on in. Thank you, Red Bull Jack. Thank you, Red Bull Jack. Let me give you guys the injury update. So Emilia, we were at the emergency room. Her bruises start showing more, and our pains start coming in after Emilia has a hairline fracture in her wrist. So she got a hairline fracture. She's bruised on her chest, behind her arm, her back. She has a big giant bruise going across her stomach, where she had her C-set sections. She got a big old bruise there. Um, she has another bruise on her shoulder. Um, but outside of the hairline fracture, she's okay. Um, so thank God for that. The bruises on me, they're bruises. They ran all the tests. Uh, just bruises. Got the prescription for this is hydrocodone. Um, I kind of don't want to take these, but got some of these right here. So go ahead and take. We got our medicine. Um, we got our medicine. We got all that stuff in for our group bruises. We're taking it easy. I want to say thank you to Tammy Hess's whole community there. They raised $209 from about 10, 11 different donors out there. Thank you guys. It was not from nothing but silicone or what that other loser calls Chase. It was not from or Jace. It was not from him. It came from multiple people, and just saying thank you there. Thank you to the people that donated on GoFundMe. Big salute to Hope Smash. Big salute to you, man. Um, Shan, thank you very much. AC9, take care of each other and feel better. Thank you. We're able to take, some time off, and we're able to take some time off and do our thing. And because of those donations there, so just saying a big thank you. Oh, Tammy's not banned. She's not blocked. Tammy's blocked. She's blocked still. She's not blocked. She's not blocked at all. Tammy's not blocked at all. Give me one sec. Give me one sec. Give me one sec. Can you guys hear me? All right, Tammy, try it now. Can you guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Okay. Okay. Good. 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 Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I got you in there. I thought I did that yesterday, but my fault on that. Um, My fault on that. Thank you again for everything that you did. People, I did not know that she was going to go ahead and do that. I woke up, and when I woke up, Tammy had sent $5 on her own as a super chat. I mean, not a super chat, a cash app. And I saw her live, and I didn't even read what the live was, but I just clicked on it because Amelia told me that she unblocked me the day before. So I was going on to say thanks, and then I read her scroll, and I said, "Hold up, what's going on here?" So she did that all on her own, all by herself. She did that, and thank you so much. So people, we got our medicine. We did everything. Amelia has her hairline fracture. We're not dead. We are a-okay. Um, she's in a cast, so she has a cast on her right arm. So she's having difficulties with that. But outside of that, everything is a-okay. I want to go ahead and speak about the accident itself. All right. So one person tried to make it up and not understand what was going on. I'll break down the insurance and everything and all of that, how that works out and how it worked out and everything else. Peachy J was her and Jinx and them were talking. I was just reading the chat and they didn't know what they were talking about. And I told them, you have to wait until I address everyone. Don't just assume things. And they said, why do we have to wait? They even read the GoFundMe thing and still didn't understand. So that's why I told people, I told Eli, and I'm glad I hopped in to stop him from trying to do his live on what it was. So he can't give everything. And because I did all of that, I actually let YouTube know that I hopped in his live stream and I was trying to get him to stop with the misinformation, but he kept going on and on and on. So that's also in the report. So when they go ahead and watch that and see that that's actually what's going on, he may have a guideline strike coming on. So, Eli, you just can't run your mouth because you want to. So let me tell you how this all happened. Oh, and I got to say this too. Mr. Flex, I watched your live last night and you kept it real. You said, Robert said he was laying down, he dozed off real quick, and you kept it real. So, man, hey, when real life hits, and hey, I ain't got nothing bad to say about you right now, man. So, yeah, people Hotfacts can go ahead and do that. Some people can't. So here's what happened. Emilia's driving, and she got done doing her DoorDash orders. She got done, and we were heading to the gas station to put gas in the car and get ready to go eat lunch because in a few hours, like an hour and a half to 2 hours, I was going to start my shift. So we were going to go ahead and get lunch. So in that process, I'm driving from the two cities away to get to where we were. Um, I left the recliner all the way back. I dozed off. I was watching ESPN, listening to, because the NBA playoffs are in. I was checking up on Dodger baseball and all that stuff. And after a while, I dozed off. When I dozed off, all I hear is, ah! And I looked up because it was Emilia. I looked up. And when I looked up, I saw the car like right in front of us. Boom, loud bang. Boom, loud bang. Airbag went off. When the car hit us, our car went to the right and we went right into the light pole. Boom, the light pole stopped us. Every single airbag in the vehicle deployed. And crazy. Since Emilia was the driver, the side airbag on the door hit her from the side. Her front airbag smacked her in the face. My airbag, since I was laid back when we got hit, the witness said that our car was actually in the air before it hit the pole. And I was out of my seat. I was out of my seat and the seatbelt stopped me. And when it stopped me, my head went forward like this, and the airbag smacked me right in the face. So you guys can see this eye right here. There's nothing there. As you see, it's just like, look, it's white here. This eye, you see, it's puffy there, and as you see, it's red under there. So I got smacked in the face. I got a big old giant red seatbelt burn here, um, and that was that. Once the impact happened, I got my seatbelt off, and we had the ringing in our ears. And Emilia's saying she's stuck. She says, Robert, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. And all the smoke and the gas is coming out from the engine inside the car. It was all hot in there. Her seatbelt wouldn't open. I had to smash her seatbelt, lift it out, and then I snatched her and pulled her all the way out of the vehicle. When we got out the vehicle, there were two cars. There was a truck in front of the car that hit us. And while we were going south, he was coming north. He made a left on the green light ahead of her. Okay. Now, from that, he pulled over and just parked, he said, because he saw her coming up flying from the back. And he said that he knew something was going to happen. She tried to go and beat us by making a left on the green without a green arrow and smacked us. So she failed to yield, okay, and hit us. Okay. So let me look at this chat really quick. Hey, Reese, all I want to say is I'm sorry for what I said all that time ago. I'm going to move on and go my direction. Sorry to hear about your accident. Keep your head up, smile bright, and pray to the Lord. No problem, deal. No problem, deal. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. And I understand peer pressure can be something that is very hard to get away from. You only did what everyone else around you was doing. So can't blame you for that. But it's all good, man. Real life happened. I put life in a whole different perspective now. I'm sorry for everything also. Uh, so when that happened, the guy that made the light, when I pulled Emilia out, she's crying, she's screaming. I had her sit down. She was shaking and things. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm looking at the car, it's all jacked up. The guy that was in the truck, he comes over and says, I'm going to be a witness for you guys. I saw everything that happened. I pulled over. The coincidence was the ER that we went to, the accident happened right in front of that hospital at the light. All the workers from the hospital that were on their lunch in their cars eating, they ran on over. They said, we can't believe she didn't stop. We don't know why she went and did that. The girl they get her out the car. She's screaming, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, and all that other stuff. So while all that's going on, the only thing in my head is I am renting this vehicle from a private owner. He has his cars on hire car, well, which was hire car, Toro, and he does them privately. So when I was not able to get in contact with him on hire car, I contacted him by the phone number that he had, and I called him and I asked him, do you do private rentals also, or do you want to go through the apps? He said, I do private with a contract and everything. So here is how my contract works out with him. After 60 days, all of the maintenance, of the vehicle, everything else falls on me. After 60 days, since it's going to be a long-term rental for me, I have to purchase the insurance and everything. So all the insurance is on me. PTJ, you did not know what you were talking about yesterday. Well, ain't that how it worked? The car is insured by the... No, you just don't get out there and talk. That's why I said, let me address everyone before you guys start making up your own stories. So I have the insurance on the car as a long-term rental. It's in my possession. Okay, but I'm renting it from this gentleman. Okay, so he lost the car. So we got to go through all of this. And let me clear up this, what Eli said. You're going to have to talk to an adjuster. I don't have to talk to an adjuster. Just like I did when I called Larry Parker, all I did was get in contact with the lawyers, and the lawyers are the ones that speak to the adjuster and go over everything and all that other stuff. The lawyer got me set up in a rental. Got it yesterday. He took care of the rental and the deposit. The deposit at Enterprise was $300. The rental was $299 for a whole week, 6 days. So he sent $600 over through Cash App. I put that on my card when he paid for it there. So that's how I got the rental. He set us up with the chiropractor. He went into the medical records already to the ER. They're already working on he already went to request those, got those working out. So Eli, I don't have to talk to an adjuster. The lawyers are doing all that stuff for him. We were not on delivery, much like he was trying to make it seem, which was false in his video. That's why I have to report that video also. It was false, and that can get us fired from doing the gig apps. So I have to report that video. We were not on deliveries. Emilia was not on deliveries. None of us were on deliveries. It was a private accident. Okay, it was a private accident, not a commercial accident. It was a private accident. So we got that going on there, and got all of this stuff going on. I gotta figure out all this other stuff. We got to get better, get healthy, um, and that's that. I want to make it clear that I am not on any payroll with nothing but silicone. Eli fake ass wellness. I am not on any payroll at all. I want to say thank you to his girlfriend Don for sticking up for us and sticking it to him yesterday by saying, Eli, you're wrong. You're doing bad stuff. She actually unbanned me after he banned me. And he's jealous of the donations. He said that if it was him, he would have refunded the donations. If I recall, what he does is when someone trolls him and they pay money to him, he says, well, if you want to do a one off, he says, well, if you want to do a one off donation, um, then that's fine. And then he bans him. He doesn't give that one off donation back to that person at all. So what he said was a complete lie. He's a hypocrite. I don't understand why someone has to give back donations from multiple people when it's coming from the heart and going in the right direction. Okay. Pedro, DoorDash Santiago, and Hannibal was hungry for trolling him and everything, and Eli gave them $100. All right. So I don't know what he's talking about at all. I went and checked my history of the super chats that I've given out myself. I've given Eli 8 super chats going back to like a year to a year and a half. I've given them 8 super chats. And I went to go check on my list. I've never received one from him, which he lied yesterday. I never received one from him, so he lied about that. And the only reason why he donated yesterday is because of the support that came from the community that does not like him. They did not like me either, but something real happened, and they're human beings, and they have a heart. So he was upset at that. I appreciate all you guys. He was upset at Tia because she donated $100 on GoFundMe. He was upset that his friend, I know Red Bull Jack, but Red Bull Jack, you got to understand. You got to understand, Red Bull Jack. I was letting you guys know from day one that I interview people so I can do my research to figure out all about them. And I told you guys I was going to do that because that's what I do. So I know you guys told me that, but I told you guys I'm going to do all my research and get into this dude and figure out how he was using me to come on my channel to bash people. I have been using him and on using him. Give me one quick second, you guys. All right, I have to run and get my blood pressure medicine, so I can take that really quick. When I almost had the stroke, my blood pressure was at when I was in the ER, it was 213 over 153. So I almost had a stroke. Eli says that was fake also. He says if I almost had a fake, I mean a stroke, why am I going hard? When that happened, I didn't go live. I didn't, do pretty much anything. So I don't know what he's talking about. But I was using Eli also because Red Bull Jack, when I was doing battle with all you guys so hard in the paint, I knew that that would piss you guys off. That how is he going on Eli's channel and he's supporting him like that? And I knew it would rub all you guys the wrong way. I knew that instead of just throwing snaps and shots at you guys, I can just simply go on his channel, do things with him, go in his chat, wave to you guys in the chat and all that, and it will piss you guys off. So that's what I was using Eli for, um, to be quite honest. And that's what it was. So I do know you were saying it from day one, and we're all past that now. We all see exactly what type of person this guy is. As his live stream went on, you can see that he was just jealous about donations and money coming in to someone. He was upset that people that is on his side donated. He was upset that when he was saying, if you think it was legit and it was heartfelt, leave a one. And he was upset that some people that's on his side were putting ones up there. I'll do that same thing here. Everyone here, if you think that what happened from the from all the people that have donated, some people that are just on GoFundMe have donated. Just scrolling through and looking at it. If you think that it was heartfelt and legit, just leave a one in the chat. Let's let Eli see all those ones. Let's let Eli see all those ones up there. Just leave a one in the chat. It got to the point to where he had a temper tantrum, and everything he was asking me, I was answering. He told me something about how do you really accept the donations and why would you accept those donations? And uh, I answered his questions, and Eli, I accepted you. I gave you super chats, so I guess I sold my soul for giving you super chats. I accepted you after you bashed. You said they bashed you and your wife. You bashed me and Amelia when you were crying about me not blocking all the people talking about you guys in the comment section. Those are the fans. Those are the people in the audience. That's what they do. They're supposed to do that. You're supposed to be a big person and grow up and get over that. Okay. And you bastards and did all that, and I still accepted you. So what you were complaining about, you did the exact same thing. So you're a hypocrite. All right. Gig Wars official. Thank you so much. Thank you so much there. Yeah, we walked away. Emilia has a hairline fracture in the wrist. She has an arm cast on. So when she does heal on up and we start doing deliveries, I'm gonna have to go in with her when she shops and does her things, go into the restaurants with her, so I can carry the things out. And when she's going up to the doors, I want to be going to every door with her. Um, so it's not weird that they say, "Oh, it wasn't the driver that came; it was someone else." I will be going to the door with her. They'll see her in her cast and things, and they'll figure it on out there so that she doesn't get in trouble. So people, you got to adjust. You got to adjust on the fly. You got to adjust on the fly. He was really upset and being childish about super chats and donations, and most of them came in through Cash App, and Tammy was the facilitator there. She would get them in, and then instantly they would they would come on over. And what I will do is right here. Let me see. I will do this right here. Let me hit this. Oh, let me do this. Let me sign out here. Let me log into mine on. Let's verify another way real quick. I'm going to show this. Cash App pin. See, Eli, when you have a wife, I have my cards on her phone also. I'm going to show you guys this. Holy crap. Holy crap. Okay, I want to say thank you right now to Gig Wars official. Let me put a heart right there. I want to say thank you for your donation. I want to say thank you to Tammy Hess right now. Another 25 came in right there. That's from Gig Wars official also. And my man TFT, my deputy. Thank you so much, TFT, with another 25 right there. I just clicked on it, and that's what's in there right now. Thank you. I want to do this. I'm going to click on Tammy Hess right now. I'm going to hit see more. And just so everyone knows and Eli knows that every single, oops, that light is too bright. Every single donation that came in, Tammy has been throwing them in. All right. So thank you, Tammy, for being a facilitator there. Eli said that all the donations came through from, he thought that all the donations was one big donation that came through from who he calls Jace. Nothing but silicone. It's from multiple people, Eli. So there's your proof right there that it did not come from um, one person and one person only. And thank you to the three that just donated again right now. Appreciate you guys. You guys are helping out a whole lot. And I'm kind of lost for words on that because you guys all know how I do my thing here on my channel. I'm cutthroat. I tell it how it is and not like it was. When it's wartime, I go to war. I don't hold nothing back. And I go ahead and try to give it to people as best as I can. And it's crazy because we were just in a war with Gig Wars official, no pun intended there, myself and Emilia, and she just dropped 25 in. But let me tell you this. I'll tell you something about Gig Wars official. I've had a few things happen in the 3 years and some change here while being on YouTube, and she's donated while going back and forth. So when real life hits there, uh, there you go. Oh, oh, Tammy said, Barbara just said, thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Barbara. Appreciate it, Barbara. Appreciate it. People, I had a run in with Barbara almost 2 years ago. And we had that run in, and our run in was only one time, and it like died down over time, people. Um, Once you start to figure someone out and figure that, oh man, a lot of this is entertainment. A lot of this is him doing his thing. If you listen to him, he says he likes WWE and wrestling, so he does promos and cuts promos and does things like that. But I'll tell you this: when real life hits, real people do answer, and God sends real people your way. So thank you to all you real people out there. Uh, Thank you guys. We really do appreciate it. Now, Eli said I sold my soul and I'll do anything for money because I accepted the donations. Gio Lim said, well, if Robert gives the donations back, why don't you donate what everybody else did? And he said he can't do that. So I don't know what his big problem is. But I know Eli and Don were arguing all last night. She went against him publicly. Every other time that she went against him publicly, he would hit pause on the camera and and hit the mic so no one hears. And we all know that he was probably yelling at her because she's going against him. Emilia has had a different opinion than Eli. You know, it happens. But Don understood what was going on, and I do believe that that donation did not come from Eli and Don. I think it came from Don herself, and it came from Eli's account. I think it came from Eli's account, but I think Don is the one. I think Don is the one that actually said, "I'm donating." Eli probably, and I don't know. I'm just out on the whim. I don't know if it's true or not, but I probably think that he said no, don't do it because he went behind my back to speak with Tammy and he's over there. And I think Don probably said, no, 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 I'm going to do this. Because if you notice, he said Don saw the video a day before he even saw the video. He said he just saw the video that day and he said he watched it a few times. I guess trying to analyze to see if the accident was a real accident. He also said that someone said in his chat that, Robert said that they're out of a vehicle now. And he said, if you want to believe that, believe it. Like we're lying about that. But as you see right here, this is a rental car from Enterprise. Okay. A rental car from Enterprise. The other car keys are over at the tow yard over there. We were able to get whatever we had in the vehicle out, delivery bags, my tripods, my selfie sticks that I use for equipment when I'm on the road, popping out and doing things like that. We were able to get things out like that. Um, I ain't gonna lie. We go and buy snacks and stuff. So when we're doing deliveries, we don't eat a lot of fast food like that. But we have snacks and things like that. We left all that stuff in there. The car is totaled, so nothing can. We left anything that was stupid in the car because you know how people was like, "Well, I need that. I need that." Nah, that's not important. Leave all that shit behind. Leave all that shit behind. Eli said that Emilia is not even here, and she was on her accounts, and she was not able to speak on her accounts. So she had to go to one of her troll accounts that she would use to go at some people. I'm not going to give the name of those accounts, but it was there, and she was speaking as herself, and Don realized that that was her, and she said, "I agree, Emilia, I agree." Eli had Emilia blocked and banned. Now, I want to speak about something that happened. I had Eli on a couple of days ago speaking about Dennis Jerome James or Dennis Jerome Jr. And I only had like 6 people blocked, right? And something told me to go and check my community moderation. I went and checked. There was about 50 people blocked on my community moderation while Eli was on that live stream. So Eli was going. Hey, yeah, Jeffrey's on one. Jeffrey's on one. He's never off duty. Um, so people don't put a lot of capitals. Don't put a lot of emojis. Jeffrey don't like that. There's a limit to how much you can do. Jeffrey controls all that. Jeffrey is my nightbot. So sorry. But Eli blocked about 40 different people while he was on the live stream because people were talking to him and about him in the comment section. So while on my own panel, he was blocking people on my own channel. I have never done that to him at all. But if you give someone an inch, they'll take the whole mile. Obviously, that's what Eli did. Okay, and that's not cool. I've never done that to him. But I thought it was childish that a grown man in his 50s would get upset over donations. And he was upset because he said, no one donates to me like that. Well, Eli, there's a difference from being an asshole and being an asshole with hair around your asshole. You're an asshole with hair, fur, wool, whatever it is around your asshole. You're one of those assholes. You purposely make up false things and put them out there about people. Now, one thing about me, some people say, well, fake news, fake this and that. It's hard for me to be fake when I go get the videos, I go get the messages, I go get all that, and I base my opinion on all the research and facts that I went to go and get. Eli will hear one thing and go and run with it. Just like he did not know about Jamie and Dennis, Jamie going on Dennis's live, and he made up a bunch of stuff. Eli don't do any research about anything. Yesterday he was saying, Robert, you cannot lie to the adjusters. You cannot lie. Don't lie at all. You were on your delivery apps. You had apps open. You're just making that up. All of that is slander. That's defamating my character. And you're trying to put that up there so that we may get fired. And you know that I have 4.5 million views on this platform. And I've been in the Washington Post. I've been in different online articles around the United States. I've done interviews all over, DoorDash, Uber, all these different delivery apps know who I am. They know who I am. They know who I am from my videos and everything. So by you putting that out there, they may think that that is what was happening, and you're trying to get us fired to lose an income that you could not do yourself because you said you worked for 3.5 to 4 months. There's no way in the world you can learn everything in 3.5 to 4 months when you don't know anything at all right now, and it's pretty clean and cut that you don't know anything. But that could get our revenue cut and get us fired, and I do not appreciate that. We don't know what you do for a living. We don't know how you make money, but most certainly no one is trying to cut what you have. You keep saying you keep your insurance licenses up, but you don't do insurance. That's kind of weird because you can remotely do insurance from a phone or from a CPU. You can do that. Something turning green up here. What is this? Tammy is a new member. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you for joining the Hotfacts crew. Thank you for joining Team Hotfacts there. Really do appreciate it. Really do appreciate it. I don't appreciate that, Eli. That's not cool, man. We don't know what you do, and for you not doing your insurance makes no sense if you have a license for it. So what they say is pretty much true. You stay with your mom. There's nothing wrong with staying with your mom. In my family, we don't like to send our elderly to those senior citizens homes and things like that. Normally, if there's a child or someone else out there that does not have anything else going on, they absolutely stay with that loved one there. Got a guest here. Got Real Talk with Roy. Add Real Talk with Roy to the stage. What's up, Roy? So Eli, I don't know. That's just not cool to try to end someone's revenue. You need to go find something to do. Stop getting jealous of grown men. You were jealous about Roy getting donations and super chats. You were upset that Dennis got super chats and someone gave him $4,000 and said it was silicone. And Dennis has been going at you for over 1 year, and silicone always donates as a super chat. Go ahead and check that out. You're jealous of anyone that gets super chats.
Hey, what's up,
and
buddy?
That's not cool, man. For you to be upset like that, and for you to get upset at Tia, someone that's supposed to be on your board of governors. That's sad. The reason why, whenever you were like, Reese, Robert, I want you and Emilia to be a part of it, we never had any inkling on even joining in on that because that was never going to happen. What I was having you around for was just me being able to clap back at people that were clapping at me, and that was the best way to do it by just teaming up with you. I have never wanted to do anything with you like that, so I'm just keeping that a thou wow. I'm keeping that a thou wow. But once again, thank you, Don, and I hope you were able to sleep peacefully because I do know when Tammy and all of them were raising money for you to leave him, he was upset about that. Eli, they raised money for Don also, and I'm pretty sure you were upset at that. That they raised money. They raised money for Don also. So hopefully she was able to sleep at night, and you stopped arguing with her for sticking up for herself. Finally, against you. The last time she did it on our video, she walked across the screen, and that made a meme. So hopefully, people, we can make a meme on this one on her sticking up for herself and sticking it to her boyfriend. What's up, JD? What's up, Roy? Go ahead. Go ahead. Let me know. Let me know.
Robert.
Let me know what's up.
I'm glad to hear you're doing okay. I can't stay on long, bro, because I'm at work. You know how it goes. But do me a favor.
Sir.
Put your Cash App in the chat, because I'm looking for you. I haven't been able to find you. So just if you can, put your Cash App in the chat for me. And can you do that?
Yeah, I'm doing it for you now.
Okay, sweet, bro. Okay, just want to say I'm glad you guys are okay.
There it is, there, Roy.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, like I said, I gotta go. I'm just glad you guys are good, and we'll talk later.
Yeah, yes, sir. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate you, boy. Appreciate you.
Not a problem, man. All right, bye.
One love, man. What's up, Jamie? How you doing today,
Robert.
man?
We're doing pretty good. I was just working on some stuff earlier because, I actually have a job outside of this, which is something Eli has no idea about. I just want to say I'm proud of you for sticking up for yourself and your wife, against this tyrannical cuckold. He's been terrorizing people for, a lot of years out here, thinking he runs people's channels, thinking he runs people, period. He's a narcissist. He's a scumbag, and, he's very shady. So don't put anything past him. If you think, he might not do something bad to you, don't second guess him, because he will. He has no problem turning on people and doing the worst things to them. He doesn't have really limits. He's kind of got an element of psychopathy to him. So I would be weary of that. Be careful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I think I saw that he was threatening you and your channel.
Oh, I didn't see he was threatening my channel, but if he does any of that, he can do and say whatever he wants. I've reported that live stream for all the misinformation and everything that he was getting out there and making it seem what it was, the slander, defaming us. I put in there with YouTube how I was actually in the chat, and I'm letting him know that what he's saying is false, and I'm trying to correct him, and he still kept going on and on and on. And I was letting him know that you're gonna hear him say Robert and all of that. So YouTube has all of it. Hopefully he gets a guideline strike.
Yeah,
for all of that.
He's operated out here for many years unfettered. I don't really know why YouTube doesn't take down his channel. He's done so many horrible things, said so many horrible things about people. I guess because he just doesn't use a lot of other people's content. Maybe he doesn't get in trouble as easily as some other people do. But he definitely does a lot of horrible things. So, he's full of misinformation, full of lies, full of slander. That's most of his streams. And you're muted right now, Robert.
Oh, I was talking to Emilia. That's why. I'm listening to you, but I'm talking to her.
Gotcha.
I told her to wave her hand. As you guys see, she's got that cast on with the fractured wrist, hairline fracture in the wrist. So that happened from the accident.
Hope y'all are healing up.
Yeah, we're healing up, and I want to show Eli that because he said, "Who knows if the injuries are real
Oh
and
yeah,
all
he
this
was
other
full of
stuff.
passive aggressive remarks towards you. He's like, "Oh, who knows if they're actually injured?" I'm not saying you're lying, Robert, but we have to verify and make sure. Like, shut up, Eli, Mr. Dead sponsor for 8 months who never proved otherwise. I mean, this
Yeah,
guy has
so
lied about so much crap
yeah.
in the past. He has no right to question you or anybody about anything authentic, you know.
Yeah, he's crazy. He's crazy for that. So Eli, there's more proof. I want to say thank you, Scott Hall. Scott Hall with the super chat there. Thank you, Scott Hall. Let me go ahead and put that up there for you. Thank you, Scott Hall, for that also. Um, a lot of people have Scott Hall misunderstood also because of how good of a troll he is. Um,
Mm-hmm.
once you understand all about him, you see he's not bad. He just trolls people and things like
I
that.
think was he on Dennis's earlier?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Eli doesn't like Scott Hall either. He talks about him. We're all on payroll. So, by the way, remember when I said I told
Even Scott
Eli
Hall is on the
that,
payroll. Scott Hall is silicone.
yes, Scott Hall's on the payroll. And I told Eli, when you banned us the first time, Eli, you said I was on the payroll then. So, yesterday during his live stream, when he said he never said it, then he said he might have said it, and it was an accident. So, this time, yesterday, he said I was on the payroll again yesterday. So it's official,
Yep.
people. I am officially on the payroll. I
On
don't
the
know
payroll.
what my job duties are. I don't know. I never got my duty list. I don't know if I'm running CRM on the computer side. I don't know if I'm an appointment setter. I don't know. I don't know what my role is, but I am officially on the payroll as of now.
Mhm.
I would like to see what my other people are getting paid, so we have equal pay. I want to put that equal pay policy in. So
Equal pay.
yeah, I want equal pay. I want equal pay. If Dennis gets 4,000, I want 4,000. I want equal pay.
4,000. All right. Well, in
Yeah.
order for you to be on the payroll officially, you need to fulfill the daily requirements of being part of the payroll. There's a job here to do. You have to trigger the cuckold at least once a day. Okay, that's a requirement, basic requirement, really.
Okay.
Number 2, you have to keep getting paid. Keep always
We'll
doing
go put
better
these in notes.
yes, write this down. Okay, jot that down. Number 3, you have to just trigger him every once in a while. You don't need to do it every day, but just a good old triggering every now and then is good. You did a good job yesterday. You triggered the fuck out of him, so that was good.
Well, yeah, he didn't think it. You know what was crazy about that? When he said, "Oh yeah, Hotfacts is here. That's no problem." But I've been going in there every day, and But since he was going on about me, he probably didn't think I was gonna just show up. But why would I not show up when I've been going in there and when you're gonna be talking about me? When I saw what his title was, I said there was no way in the world I'm gonna let him get this live all the way out. No way. He said, watch today for the live that he's going to have. Well, Don unbanned me. He did a 24-hour block yesterday, ban, and it's going to be lifted. So I'm going to go in there again, and I'm going to say something to him so he can block me again so Don can unblock me. So, this is going to cause them. This is going to cause them to argue again, and he's not going to have a great day. So
yeah, no, he's gonna get triggered 2 days in a row. Not good. Not good.
yeah,
I'm also going to be streaming tonight about all this at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You don't mind if I pimp myself out on your panel, Robert?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Cool. Yeah. So I hope to see y'all
So,
later tonight. That'll be
so you
fun.
said 8 p.m. You said 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
Okay, people. So here's what you do. If you ain't got nothing to do, you're online, you're driving in your car, you want to go ahead and listen to some stuff, go ahead and check out the Showtime Lycan. Go ahead, check them out. Check out the channel, check out the page. Lots of good talk that goes on there. He has a pretty good following there. Don't be afraid of all the people there. Don't be shy. You're not in person. You can step off the wall and get involved. Go check them out tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And that's going to be 7 p.m. Central. It's going to be 7 p.m. Central there. Go ahead and get it all in. Make sure you tune on in. And by that time, we will be done with the chiropractor. So we'll be able to
Very
go
nice.
ahead and stop on in. Make sure you guys go
Awesome.
ahead and check them on out. That's the Showtime Lycan. That's the guy with the Beetlejuice icon right there. People, you're
Yeah.
watching Hotfacts with Robert Reese. I'm a mouthpiece. Remember that.
That was very nice. Thank you, Robert, for that.
No problem. We got the
Yeah,
deputy in the
also
house.
be careful of the troll accounts as well. You might find some troll accounts.
That glare.
Just look at my icon. That when you see that icon, that's how you know it's my channel.
Right,
How's it
right,
going, man?
right. Man, TFT, it was crazy, man. And when it happened so fast. And you know what was crazy, TFT, is I was actually scrolling for cars. Where I was browsing cars for your buddy before I laid on down and put on ESPN. That's exactly what I was doing. That's so crazy that it all just happened just like that, man. And,
We just found him one today. He's going to be
okay,
getting
good.
a Lincoln LS. So I appreciate the
Sir.
effort in trying to help. And I apologize and sorry that what happened to you happened. I know I sent you ain't much, but with things as tight as they are, with my wife not having a job and we're still fighting to get her disability, it's really tight on me to do much of anything.
TFT, you all right, man. TFT, you quit being so good. You ain't got it. You good, TFT. You are good.
Look,
You are
you're my
good.
brother
You
from
know I
another
know
mother,
you.
man. You're my brother
I
from another
know.
mother. I'll do what I can to help. You know that.
Are you wearing your Stone Cold Steve Austin shorts right now?
I don't wear shorts.
You ain't wearing shorts.
No, I never wear shorts. Only pants, my friend. Only pants. Nobody
Yeah,
wants to see my
you
wide
got.
ass legs.
Nah, you got them big ass thighs though. Your pants be coming in the shorts. They start turning into them pedal pushers. TFT. Yeah, man. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. It was
223 pounds of raw power, I'll tell you.
yeah.
Yeah, Eli.
Emilia's smiling. She's saying
Eli
hi.
wants credit for all the donations you're making.
You know what? And that's another thing, Eli. I might be an asshole when I'm going to battle with someone, but when something happens to someone, I'll go click on their live and I'll go wish them, all of everything else. I'm an asshole during battle, not an asshole when the battle's done. I come back to Robert John Reese Jr. I come back to life and come back to the human being that came out of my mom. When I'm in battle, I'm hot facts. I'm no good. I'm a beast. But outside of that, man, I'm Robert John Reese Jr., man, a regular citizen that's down to earth. And I like to help people out all the time, which is why nutrition and personal training with special populations is something that I went to school for to go ahead and do so I can actually help other people. It's been a passion of mine for a long time, and I went to go ahead and pursue that. You got to start going to pursue, Eli, the things that really interest you. And I haven't seen anything that interests you outside of making up these fictional stories and narratives to have you go ahead to do whatever it is that you do. Um, you are never ever going to get under my skin ever. Nothing you can do as far as trolling and doing all this and that will ever get me. If you ever want to sue me, Eli, you go ahead. You can sue me all you want. I'll have Twiggy go ahead and serve you. He knows where he knows where you live. I'll make that trip up there. I'll go right up to your town. I'll show him your video. I'll let him see all what you have done and how you say that. I'm gonna bring this to court for Tammy and all this other stuff. You go ahead and do all that. But I do think it's funny how you have all the money to go sue for court, and then when other stuff happens, it goes away. Now you paid Tammy back relatively quick when you guys had that settlement, right? You have that settlement and paid her back really, really quick. For things that's going on with you in lawsuits and things, you want to go ahead and get it done. Um, don't. What I would give you advice on, Eli, is it's okay to be cheap. It's okay to be cheap and frivolous, man. You're supposed to be able to be cheap and do what you got to do. I have a friend that if he messes up his shoe, he'll go through to a thrift store and buy the one other foot that was messed up. He'll go to a thrift shop and find that shoe and buy one shoe. He's also Jewish. He's a Jew. He's Jewish, and he does that. And that's how he is. You can be cheap, Eli, but don't be cheap and say you don't have that money, but then say you'll dish out anything for court.
Oh yes.
All right. Yeah. Don't do that.
You nailed it, Robert. That's exactly how he is.
Don't do that.
I think he begged mommy for that money to pay Tammy back. Like he didn't really have it just lying around, so he had to like beg mom to get to pay her.
Yeah, because I don't know what he does for a living. You know, I've tried to ask him when I was going over the whole tax
He don't
thing.
do shit. He walks and bitches, and he lives with mommy, and he gets like an inheritance or an allowance or some shit like that. He doesn't have a job. I think he's like some kind of groundskeeper for the estate, and so he gets like some kind of stipend every month for it. You know, like some like I don't know, a couple thousand maybe.
Yeah. He's getting something.
If I was ever donating to anybody, especially for like a cause like they got into an accident or something like a surgery or something like that, I would donate at least $100. At least. Because, you know, especially with someone you consider a friend, I've donated more for people I didn't even fucking like before on this platform.
Yeah. Look, there's a guy by the name of 3 Stacks, and Gig Wars official put something up about him because he was going through some things, right? And I never met him, never knew anything. Gig Wars official put up what he was going through, lost his car. You know, he had recently lost his mom around when I lost my mom and everything else. I didn't even know the dude. Just went out, shot him some super chat. I mean some cash app. You know what I mean? I don't know the guy, but when you hear something like that happens to someone and you're actually a real human being, you go ahead and do that. I donate to the Children's Hospital of Orange County here. My son was part of that program before he passed. I donate to St. Joseph's Hospital for the kids. I donate to the Wounded Warrior. I donate to the World Wildlife Fund. I donate to Child Fund International. Me and my wife just donated to curing pediatric cancer in kids through a local grocery store. We donate and do things like that. Eli, people donate because you have a heart and you want to see people get better and you want to see people get out of a situation.
Eli eats out every day, so there's not much money to donate to worthy causes. You have to understand, okay? Put yourself in his shoes. There's a lot of food to eat in the world from restaurants and, you know, not enough charities, you know?
Yeah. And Eli, you also, you know, I don't do it for the write-offs, Eli, but Eli, those 501c3s, you donate to those, Eli. You go ahead and you donate. You get to write that off, Eli. I also donate to the Ronald McDonald's House when my son had his first open heart surgery. He had 6 open heart surgeries and 7 heart catheterizations. And we stayed at the Ronald McDonald's House the first time for about 2.5 months. And then in Orange County, and then he had to get a different surgery done on his heart at the Children's Hospital in Los Angeles. And we stayed there for a whole month. So I stayed a total of 3 months in the Ronald McDonald's House, and I donate to them also. So, the Ronald McDonald's House charities. So,
well, it sounds like you actually live life and have experience and, you know, gone through hardships and stuff, you know, everything Eli hasn't. So.
Yeah, and I just hope, Eli, I know you're going to watch, and it made me mad that you would not man up yesterday and say that, yes, I watched Tammy's live stream, because I'm trying to figure out how the hell would you be so upset if you did not watch the live stream? So I'm so mad you did not man up and just say, yes, I watched the live stream, not that I got it all from the title on what you shared on Tammy's thing. And I guess he was upset that I shared her live stream on what they were doing. But man up, Eli, and just say that you watched the live stream. That's the only way you would have been so upset. That's the only way you would have been so upset is if you watched the live stream, and I do believe you did that.
Yeah.
He watched every second of that stream, and he was gritting his teeth, and he was like bunching up his fists and with pieces of paper, like ripping it to the floor and going. He was making like impressions like Joe Pesci from Home Alone, where he's like, "What the
yeah. I love it. I love it when he does that. I love it when he does that. Yeah, I still watch Home Alone to this day because of when he does that. Yeah. Oh my goodness. They went from the sticky bandits to the wet bandits. Yes, of all time, Eli has some Marv in him. He has some what's the other guy? It's Harry and Marv, right? Yeah, Harry.
Marv.
Yeah, Harry. Yeah, Harry and Marv. He's got some of Harry in him.
He's like a combination of Harry and Marv.
Yeah, it's all accidental though.
Yes.
Yeah. It's well, TFT is not talking bad. We just gotta say who, comparisons.
I'm just saying, me personally, I'm not one to really talk bad about anybody. I don't care who the hell you are. The only way I'm going to talk bad about you is you cross me personally by messing with my family. You know?
TFT, I know that.
That's just me. But,
and we don't want you to get angry, TFT, because you will go ahead and get down on somebody. We know that.
I've lived a very rough life over my 42 years.
Hey, TFT, well, since we're both 42, we are both millennials, right? So you're on the payroll. You're on the payroll because you're a millennial.
Technically, we're Zennials, but yeah.
Yeah, Zennials. Yeah, right on the cuff right there. Right on the cuff. Oh, Dennis, you said your birthday is next month. My birthday is next month also, Dennis. I'm June 26th. I'm a Cancer, but on the Native American zodiac signs, I am the Raven. Okay, so Dennis, go look in on the Raven, look at the attributes there, and then you'll figure out something about some hot facts. But happy early birthday to you. Yes. Well, people, I want to thank all you guys. We got to get on the road right now and go ahead and take care of some business. We got to hit that chiropractor later on today. Emilia's all nervous. I told her what happens. We're going to crack our necks and all that stuff. She's nervous about all that stuff. And I told her that she thinks he's going to break her neck.
Fine cup busting there, sir. Good job. I will see you guys later. Have a good
one. Yes, sir. Thank you for stopping by. You're welcome anytime, man. You're welcome anytime.
You and Amelia are okay. You guys take care. I got to get these deliveries done. Much love and respect to you, brother.
Yes, sir. Go ahead and get them in. And once again, thank you to today with TFT and Tammy sent some in. And Eli was also upset that people sent in super chats to donate also. And I was like, this dude just will not stop. Thank you to Barbara for today. Thank you to Gig Wars Official. Thank you to everyone that sent out a God bless. Even if you said a God bless in your car, you said it at home by yourself. Thank you for that. Thank you, Mr. Flex. And people don't ever hear me saying thank you to Flex. They normally hear like us just going back and forth. Thank you, Flex, for listening to the live stream and understanding what was going on. And appreciate you for not going hard in the paint and bashing. He did say, they're okay. That's good there. Flex said I did not donate for personal reasons there. Like I said, people, you don't have to do that, but a good looking out, a God bless, and that's what he did. I appreciate all of that going on. Thank you to everyone out there that's been helping. This thing is not over. It's in the beginning right now. So I'm gonna try to do what I can do. Keep trying to raise some funds to help us out so we can, because there's gonna be times when, PTSD, especially this is my second one, can take a day off or two. Emilia can take a day off or two periodically, more than what we would do. So trying to get some stuff in for all that. The lawyers are doing a great job of taking care of everything else. They're going at the insurance. They said that the Santa Ana Police Department our police report will not be available. They said what they say 2 to 6 weeks or something. 2 to 6 weeks. So my lawyer is waiting in on that so we can get that report and get all that stuff in. And the lawyer is actually coming out of pocket himself for our rental so that the other insurance is going to have to reimburse him for all of that. So I'm actually not doing the rental through my insurance. It's getting done through the lawyer himself. So he put up the first 600 yesterday. 300 for the rental. 300 for the deposit, and then the rental was 299. So he put up the $599 and 90 something cents that it was. So I got a good lawyer, and there was a guy that when the accident happened, he called me again today doing a follow up. And people, yes, inside the emergency room, there's my bracelet there. He has one of the apps. What he does for a job is he appears on the scene of accidents. And when the accident happened, I never saw him walk up or anything. He said, all right, I'm going to go ahead and get in my car. I turned my head and he was gone. I never saw him walk where he walked to or anything. He's the one that got us set up with the lawyer and everything else like that. His name is Kevin. What's his last name? Because I butcher it. Yeah, you can go on the Cash App and see. Go on the Cash App. It's Kevin Arturioli. Oh, say it again. Oh, it's Kevin Rettoriano. So he is a very, very great lawyer. He is very proactive. He hopped right on the case, and he's really good. He's a really good lawyer. I'll refer anyone to him. Yeah. So that's that. And oh, my fault, Barbara. My fault. He's doing a good job, man. He's doing a really good job. I have to give him a little bit of pub there. He's doing a great job, and his law firm is working. And one of the great things about it is when I text him, he replies like within a couple minutes. When I email him, he replies within a couple minutes, just like that. If I call and it goes straight to voicemail, I'll call back. He answers just like that. Oh, I'm not gonna settle really soon. I'm not gonna settle really soon. They're gonna try to get as much as they can out of it. We're gonna be going through the recovery process, the appointments and everything. The car is a total loss, complete wreck. So got that money right there coming in. I'll have to go ahead and chip off the owner of the vehicle who I was renting it from. Chip money off there. These medical bills, everything else, everything else. Pain and suffering and all that other stuff. The lawyers are going to be able to go ahead and get into all of that. And hopefully it comes out all right, and we'll be okay. And then go ahead and bless some people out there with some of what came in, some charities. Help out some of the kids out there. Help out some of the homeless out there. Might do one of those videos where I'm cooking all the food, and I cook more than barbecue. I cook almost everything except for bake. I don't like to bake. I cook. So make some plates for people. Make some plates for the homeless. Pass them on out. Do things like that, and get it all going there. And in case you guys don't know, let me go ahead and give you guys this real quick. Give you guys a little commercial of Reese's BBQ really quick.
You guys looking for the best barbecue in Moreno Valley? Go ahead, head on over and try some of this Reese's BBQ. 951-999-2615. Plate includes 3 ribs, 1 hot link, baked beans, potato salad, and white bread going down for $20. Great food, great prices, guarantee you come back for more. And it's all been blessed by God, people. Y'all come on down and let them know you're stopping by because of Hot Facts with Robert Reese. If you mention my name, people, you get a discount on me. See you guys soon. Come get this barbecue. It is mighty, mighty tasty.
So that last plate there was my that was my homemade greens, and I actually make my greens with spinach, with baby spinach, and so I use spinach for my greens, get them going in good. Those were my homemade mashed potatoes there, and those were turkey. Those were turkey wings there. So got that stuff going on, people. I do a killer honey walnut crusted salmon. I do pinwheels. I make a killer meatloaf, Mexican food, tacos. I do fusion food. Do all that great stuff there. Get it all in so everything is not barbecue. Um, Great chicken. I use injectors. Everything is juicy. Everything is good. Everything is great. God is good. God is great. Let him thank us for that plate. Once again, thank all of you guys. Thank you for tuning on in. And until the next live, people, let's keep this thing going. I'm kind of glad this happened in a way. The accident opened up other doors. It opened up other things, but more importantly, it brought two separate communities together and brought people together who can now say we're friends. So thank you, Tammy, for your part. Thank you for everybody else that chipped in. Thank you to my wife for getting smashed by a car with me. The last time I was by myself, this time we were together. So we got smacked together. Thank her for being there. She probably thanks me for being there. So vice versa there and all that good stuff. Blessings to you all. One love, and we out. You want to say bye from over there? All right, Emilia Waves, we're out of here. See you guys on the next live. And depending on what Eli says, people, Hot Facts is going to have a hot return. Peace out.